Hello and welcome back to the Unexpected Podcast. Felt like it's been a couple of weeks since we went live last. So since then I haven't not seen Frank. So happy belated birthday. You have just turned how old?
I am 21 now.
You are 21 now. How does it feel?
It feels the same as 20 did.
Does it?
I work too much to go out and have fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm a couple of years over 21 now. I'm now officially an old man. Today's episode we are going to be doing something similar to last episode, and we're going to actually do 13 strange laws. So I got ones from Minnesota. Frank has not heard them, and he has some from Wisconsin. So Frank, how about you start us off?
All right, here we go. So Carter, this one's going to be back from your college town, I should say. So this is in the good old city of Wisconsin, the good old city of Wausau, Wisconsin, and it's Municipal Code Chapter 9.08.020, and it states that no person shall throw or shoot any object, arrow, stone, snowball, or other missile or projectile by hand or by other means at any other person or at any building, street, sidewalk, alley, highway, park, playground, and so on and so forth. So basically, in a city in Wisconsin, you're not legally allowed to have a snowball fight.
You know what's actually funny about that is a couple of years ago, they made a video in Wausau.
Oh yeah, the police department having a snowball fight, saying that they're not enforcing this law.
Is that what it was? No, the one I'm talking about is they made a video of the song from, what's that Disney movie, Frozen, from the movie Frozen. That ice song, and they had people from Wausau made it, and the video went viral, got millions of views on Facebook.
Oh, I did not know that at all. I thought you were
going to say they were having snowballs fights in that too.
I thought you were talking about. So I follow the Wausau Police Department on Instagram and Facebook, and they actually made a video because apparently at some point in time, like, a lot of people started finding out about this law that you're not supposed to throw snowballs in Wausau, and the police department there made a video saying, like, throwing snowballs at each other, goofing around, like saying, like, listen, we're not going to arrest you for throwing snowballs. Have fun, kids. But they kept it on their books just because it's a funny law, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be shitty to get arrested for throwing a snowball at your friend.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think I actually have one similar to that as well.
Let's have it.
But here we go. I actually got a different one. So in the state of Minnesota, this law, we don't know if these laws are completely true or still in effect. So I got mine mostly from a website called Minnesota Fun Facts. So basically this law says all men driving motorcycles must wear shirts. So it says even though in general it's false, there's a half truth to it saying that you must wear protective clothing including a lawn shirt or a jacket. But I never rode a motorcycle, have you?
No, I've I've ridden, like, I wouldn't call them a motorcycle, but I've ridden, like, little, like, mini bikes, dirt bikes and stuff like that before.
Without a shirt?
Oh, of course, yeah, it's Wisconsin.
You have to.
Yeah, right? We're not Minnesota. We get to ride shirtless. All right, so I have a bit of a confusing law for you, Carter. See if you can wrap your head around this one. This is a Wisconsin law. I should probably say, so all of the laws I've gotten are from onlyinyourstate.com. However, when I was in high school, I did take some policing classes through I think it was Wisconsin Indian Head Technical College, and our instructor was a sergeant with the Superior Police Department, and he went over a lot of these laws that I'm going through now. And this one was real at some point in time. I don't know if it still is, but the law states, whenever two trains meet at an intersection of said tracks, neither shall proceed until the other has.
How does that work?
Apparently they just die in their trains.
So neither of them shall move until the other one does.
Yeah, so if you have two trains that meet...
So it's a game of chicken, so whoever moves first is the one who's
crime.
getting in trouble.
Yeah, it's like, alright, you gonna do it? You gonna go? No? Oh, I'm gonna go. Then no, oh, you're not gonna go?
I mean, it makes sense if is it a cross track or are they parallel tracks?
You know what? I honestly don't know. Just... Well, it says at an intersection, so I'm guessing they're either like diagonal or T or crossed or whatever. I just hit my mic. Professionalism.
Oh, okay. I actually have a buddy who, not to name his name, but he got fired from his last job because he was a train conductor. The reason why he got fired is he did the one thing you're not supposed to do.
What's that?
He crashed a train.
How do you crash a train?
He crashed a train because I guess he went around a corner too fast and the train tipped over.
Oh, okay, that makes a little bit of sense.
I know there was a lot of damage done.
I can imagine.
So, speaking of weird professions, so there's a law in Minnesota that makes it legal for a farmer to sleep with his pigs, cows, horses, goats, and chickens. So,
either
it
way
makes
you
it
take
legal.
that,
It makes it legal for him to do it.
Okay, so when we say sleep with, I don't want to know the answer to that, honestly. I don't want to dig that rabbit hole.
I don't know what. See, when I first read it, I thought it said it made it illegal. But now looking at it, it says, I guess it's legal to sleep with your pigs, cows, horses, goats, and chickens.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Only if you're a farmer, though.
Oh, well, then it's okay to sleep with anything you want, I guess. I hope that does not mean what I'm thinking it means.
I hope not either.
But I'm guessing that it probably does.
I mean, it's in Minnesota. It's half farms here anyway.
It's the Midwest. We don't ask questions. We just exist. Well, speaking of weird laws, there's an old Milwaukee law. Don't know if it's still in effect or not. It might be. And a little bit of history on the law. It was meant to cut down vagabonds that were still kind of, raunchy looking, And the law states that you are not allowed to be out in public if you are offensive looking.
So, just about everybody today.
Yeah.
Because everybody looks a little... What's a vagabond?
It's kind of like... I don't know. It's I don't want to say hobo because I feel like that's not the right terminology to use for that. I'm going to just look up the actual definition here real quick.
So it's illegal to look offensive in public in Milwaukee?
So a vagabond is a person who wanders from place to place without a home or a job. So it's basically like a nice term for a homeless person. So.
Well, a couple years ago in Brainerd, Minnesota, and I checked this up and this is actually true, there was a man who got arrested because he did not have a beard. So I guess there's a law in Brainerd, Minnesota that requires every man to grow a beard.
Does it specify length?
It does not specify length, no.
Okay, so
but
you're screwed.
He was not released.
I got a little bit of chin.
I can grow some chin hair, But
I got some chin hair going for me,
takes
so I'm
a little bit.
I can go there. We're good. Everything's kosher here.
Is it? Yeah, I'd probably spend the rest of my life in prison at this rate. That's why I don't live in Brainerd.
I'm gonna back it up to a little bit of like kind of farmy talk there. So I do have a farm law, and it makes sense, but at the same time, the way it's kind of worded, and this is Wisconsin State Statute 346.21, and it states that drivers have to yield the right of way to livestock on public roads.
So if there's a stampede going across a road, you have
Any
to
livestock.
yield.
If there's a livestock standing on the side of the road, you're supposed to yield to let it cross, kind of like you yield to pedestrians.
Is that what happened? Remember when you and me were coming back from northern Wisconsin and we were on Highway 13? It was the middle of the night. We're in the middle of the road, or middle of the night, in the middle of the road on Highway 13. And there was 2 cows in the middle of the highway. 2 cows.
I still can't believe that happened. We're casually driving just past Mellon. Now, for those of you who don't know where Mellon is, it's kind of like in this real like hilly part of Wisconsin. I don't remember seeing a farm anywhere in all my years of driving up there. We're just going down, headed back to Park Falls, and almost hit 2 full-on cows, like 2 big old cows.
It was the middle of the night too. It was like pitch black out.
Nope, just all you saw was black and white and freaking
yeah,
in front of the car.
Right.
Right the windshield.
It was just woods. There was no farm. It was we were in the middle of the woods.
Yep. Well, here's the other part of this law too, that the livestock drive shall use reasonable care for vehicular traffic. So whoever's leading the livestock, if there is somebody who leads livestock, they're supposed to try to like keep them away from high traffic roads and stuff like that, you know.
So if you're a shepherd, you have to make sure your sheep stay away from the highway.
Kind of like that, or cross at a time when it's less busy or something, you know, when there's no cars coming. It's basically like you have to treat livestock as you would pedestrians. So yeah, that's yeah.
Well,
that's good old Wisconsin.
This law also has to do with animals in Minnesota here, and I do not know how true this is, but it's a law that I do not support. It says it shall be the duty of a policeman or any other officer to enforce the provisions of this section. And if any cat is found running at large, or which is found in any street, alley, or public space, it shall be the duty of the policeman or the officer of the city to kill the cat. So if there's a stray cat in Minnesota, a policeman has the right to kill the cat.
Okay. So
I hope that's not true. I do not support that law at all.
So if it's a stray dog, it's like, oh, that's just Woof's. He's out for a walk by himself. But it's a cat. It's like, get down on the ground, like get down.
Yeah, it specifies cats.
Oh.
So maybe
Right.
we might need to fact check this, because otherwise there's going to be some sort of
If you want to fact check it, for anybody who wants to fact check any of our stuff, all you gotta do is make a Facebook post quoting what we say. They do all the work for you.
yeah, that seems to be the truth.
So there is another law in Wisconsin, and this is for all you people out there that are being unfaithful. So, according to state statute 944.16, adultery is a Class I felony punishable by $10,000 in fines and 3 years in jail. This law has been on the books since 1849. And that is still in effect today. So if you're caught cheating on your spouse, in the state of Wisconsin, you can get a Class I felony and $10,000 in fines and 3 years in jail. So you better stop being faithful, people.
Yeah, that'll do it. That's
Like,
it's a bad thing to do in the first place. But it's weird that it's a law though too. How do they prove it though?
that's the thing, you know. I mean, any case like that. I mean, I doubt anyone will actually get charged with a felony for cheating on their spouse, but it's still something that they could do if they really wanted to.
Yeah, but karma's a bitch, you know. I mean, it could come back in you in other ways anyway.
True that.
So this is actually a law that I did not know about in the state of Minnesota. But it says no person may be charged with or convicted of the offense of drunkenness or public drunkenness. And this is an actually true one. As of 2010, Minnesota statute 340A902 titled Drunkenness Not a Crime states that no person may be charged with or convicted of the offense of drunkenness or public drunkenness. So basically, you can be public intoxicated, which makes a lot of sense. Because I've seen a lot of drunk people walking the streets in Minnesota.
I did not know. That's actually pretty cool. I did not know there was no public intoxication law in Wisconsin or in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Well,
which explains a lot because there's a lot of vagabonds who seem to be public intoxicated.
So, Carter, have you ever been to St. Croix, Wisconsin?
I have, yeah.
Have you ever seen any women wearing red?
I'm sure I have, but not that it hits me.
Well, next time you're passing through, you better check again. Because in St. Croix, there is a ban on women to wear the color red.
Seriously?
It's probably still not.
What's the reason for it?
There isn't one, and I couldn't find one. But it's just, yeah. St. Croix there's a ban on women to wear red, the color red. I mean, obviously, I'm sure this one's probably still not in effect, but whatever caused it to go into effect, I'm a little curious about.
Yeah, there was actually a red one that I read about Minnesota too that says red cars cannot drive on Lake Street, which is near downtown Minneapolis. I don't know how true that one is either, but I don't think it's true. And that's actually not my law that I'm about to talk about. This one is actually true in the city of St. Cloud, which is about 75 miles northwest of Minneapolis here. It says hamburgers may not be eaten on Sundays. You cannot eat a hamburger during Sunday brunch in St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Yeah, that's just...
Could you go without a hamburger on Sunday?
I don't think I could. So, well, I do have another law for you, and this one is a respectable law. I support this law. It is illegal to harass a seeing eye dog. If it has no bearer or anything like that with it. You're not allowed to harass a seeing eye dog in the state of Wisconsin. And I fully support that message.
Cannot harass a seeing eye dog.
I mean, in my defense, though, granted, I don't know how you harass a dog, but you can't do it in the state of Wisconsin.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
Right?
I mean, the person needs their dog to see for them. Yeah, I don't know how that would affect the blind person who needs it.
So kind of thinking about that, dogs, Dalmatians, firehouses, random stuff like that, you know, kind of how my train of thought goes.
Well,
I did have
okay,
another
well,
one.
Wait, I got a question. Would that mean, like, if you have a dog treat, are you not allowed to say, have a dog treat to the dog? Because that
Well,
takes it away from its purpose?
well, yeah,
Would
but it's
that
not
be?
harassing it.
It's not harassing it, but it's taken away the effectiveness of the dog.
I don't know. It's a question for a judge.
'Cause, that would not be something I would want to go to court for.
So, well, I do have one, like I was saying, kind of following the dog trail into Dalmatian, into Firehouse. In the city of Racine, Wisconsin, it is illegal to wake up a firefighter while they're sleeping.
How? But what if there's a fire?
You get to burn.
What do you
if they're
do?
sleeping. If they're sleeping, you get to burn.
God forbid there's a fire. You can't wake up a firefighter to put it out for you.
I mean, granted, I'm assuming that the reason that this law is in place is because of, you know, people who are being total a-holes, you know, not being respectful past firehouses and stuff like that, especially in those bigger cities where they have to sleep there.
That's in Racine.
Racine, Wisconsin.
I think it's Ruxine or something. Racine?
Racine, yeah.
Racine?
Racine, Wisconsin.
Racine.
Racine.
Is that down by Milwaukee?
Yeah, yep, yeah, it's kind of in that
Okay.
area.
Gotcha.
So, uh-oh. That was my good old timer going off.
What does that mean?
Well, it means we've been talking for 21 minutes now.
Sweet.
So I have one more law left. You should have 3 left, I believe.
I have 2.
You got 2? Let's finish them out. Why not?
Yeah. So, I'll do both mine right away. So the first one says, in the city of Wayland, Minnesota, anyone can keep their cow on Main Street downtown at a cost of 3 cents per day.
So you can...
You can keep your cow on Main Street downtown for only 3 cents a day.
Just 3 cents.
But wait, there's more.
I was thinking the same thing. I was about to do a whole advertisement thing for it.
But it's like I checked it up and it used to be in law, but I don't think it's in effect anymore.
That's pretty awesome.
But it's not 3 cents a day on Highway 13. And then the other one I got is in the city of Minnetonka, Minnesota.
Hold up. That was a big word. City of what?
Minnetonka, Minnesota.
Minnetonka?
Minnetonka.
Okay.
Believe it or not, you know the Tonka trucks, Tonka toy trucks?
Oh, yeah.
That's actually where it came from, is Minnetonka. Really? Yep. That's where the Tonka came from the word Minnetonka.
That's really cool. I did not know that.
Yeah. So, which is kind of funny because it's illegal to drive a truck or other vehicles whose wheels or tires deposit mud. And it litters on any material other than a street or a highway. Which is probably why they made Tonka trucks, because those can't probably deposit mud.
Yeah, that's pretty bizarre.
And this one is still in the books under Minnesota under section 845010 as a public nuisance.
Well, talking about public nuisances, I got my last one here.
Let's hear it.
All right. So we're going back to the city of Racine, Wisconsin. And did you know that it is illegal to play checkers in public? It is also illegal for someone to say, "King me."
Kin me?
King.
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 Why would that be a law? Any idea?
No. Not even.
Is that still in effect, do you know?
No, I couldn't find anything about it, but Regardless, it was in effect at one point in time, and that's pretty bizarre.
That would be a weird law to abide by. But it's a good thing I'm more of a chess guy.
Well, who knows? That might be on the books soon.
You never know.
Might be.
So here's just a couple other quick facts. I'll go through them quick. This one's kind of funny. It says a person may not go into Wisconsin with a chicken on their head from the state of Minnesota. And also, just like that, you cannot cross a state line with the duck on your head either. But you could probably get away with it. I don't think any cop's going to pull you over for that.
True that.
And then, we talked about this one earlier, and it says that in the state of Minnesota, nursing homes and senior centers, you can only play bingo up to 2 days a week.
I still can't get over that one. What happens if you play it for the third day? You're like, I'm in the mood for bingo again. Like SWAT, SEAL Team 6 comes down. It's like, come on, Granny, you're coming with us. We gotta take you to a black side on the shore of freaking Tijuana.
They say it has something to do with the charitable gaming. Something with it being a charitable cause, but gambling at the same time. So for some reason, and you could not, if you wanted to go to see Grandma in the nursing home in Minnesota, you could not play bingo with them. It was illegal up until 2015.
So, it's funny you should say that, because when I was probably 12 or maybe even younger than that, me and my sister, we used to go volunteer at the nursing home to help them play bingo. We never gambled. I want to know what nursing homes let you gamble. Man, I could have made some money off of them people. Like, I could have been rolling in dough right now. What is this? Wisconsin, you robbed me.
Oh boy.
I am upset by this.
Yeah. Well, you got any more topics?
No, I'm all dried out here. Gotta love it.
So those were 13 strange laws in Minnesota and in Wisconsin. If you guys know of any other strange laws, please let us know in the comments down below. Right now, this is going to be a third episode, and by our third episode, we already have over 12 subscribers on our channel. So thank you guys, and a total thank you guys. And we have almost 11 hours of total watch time of you guys watching us talk a bunch of nonsense. It's awesome.
We're great. We get it. We're great. We're weirdos and we're awesome. It's cool.
So you can guys share this with a friend. And eventually we want to do some giveaways.
Starting hopefully by next year, I would say January here.
By January. So a couple more episodes, we want to do some giveaway. We're not sure what it's going to be yet.
It's in the works.
By our 10th episode, we want to get to 100 subscribers. So thank you guys for coming along this journey with us. Any last words, Frank?
Yes, don't forget to check us both out on Instagram. My Instagram is going to be shown right here below. Carter's Instagram will be shown right over there below.
Sweet.
And check us out.
And if you want to see our last 2 episodes, click above or check out our channel down below. Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Have a good one, guys. Peace.